Hey guys, so for those of you that missed the meeting that happened on Tuesday, I was going to film this on Wednesday, but something might have happened that day that you know about. So this week on Sunday, we're talking about how do I know that God is real? And I think this is a question that everybody has asked themselves at some point in the past and definitely in the present. It's a question even I've asked myself. So what I want us to do is, right now, I actually want you to pause the video and think about that question. How do I know God is real? So what did you come up with? It could be literally anything. You know, I can know God is real because I look around at nature. I can know God is real because I'm just alive. I had a near-death experience and I lived. I know God is real because I've seen a miracle happen. It can be anything, whatever your answer is, because you're probably going to be telling your small group your answer this week. And they're probably going to ask themselves, how do I know God is real? And ask you, how do you know God is real? So this week we have small group questions that I think are really good, that I think are a little better than the videos. Our speaker, he gets a little into it about atheism, but he's not wrong. I just didn't kind of like the way he said it. But we have these questions based off of all these true things that he did say. Like, can you think of a time when God revealed himself to you? You know, was it through prayer? Was it through another person? Was it through anything? You know, what was that time where God revealed himself to you in some small way? Also asking questions like, how often do you read the Bible? Do you know anyone that doesn't believe in God? Why do you think they don't believe in God? And I think we know a lot of people that don't believe in God. You guys are in high school. I think there's a lot of atheists in high school. And you know what? There might be some people in your small group that, even though they're in our program, don't believe in God. So be ready for that too. So really, I want you all to be ready to really hit on these tough questions, because this is a tough subject. How do I know God is real? How do any of us? And if you need to be like, I don't know, ask Scott, I don't know, ask a priest, that's totally okay. You're not chosen because you know everything about the church. I don't know everything about the church. And my reasons and my experiences for how I know God is real is gonna be different than yours and different than the Confirmandi's. So that does it for year 2, but we also now have year 1 starting this Sunday. So they meet at 4 p.m. every Sunday after we're done with the second year. So we get like an hour break, you know, in between for all of them. And there's a lot of us, but so far there's actually only like 9 or 10 signups for year 1. And I don't want you to be like, oh my gosh, nobody's signing up. What are we gonna do? It's okay. It's COVID time. It's harder to get word out to people that aren't already in the program. We were expecting much lower numbers for this year. But we have about 9 or 10 of you. And so I don't want to just do like one-on-one. So we might only have like 2 small groups, but a lot of you. So I'm going to figure something out for that. Who will lead small groups? Who will do other stuff during the year 1 program segments? But don't worry about that. We got it covered. But as for what we're doing with the first years, since this is the first meeting, we're just doing like an intro one. We're just going to go over Zoom stuff, which they already know how to do. They've been in online school this whole time anyway. And just what our program looks like, what we do here at San Carlos in our youth group, and stuff like that. It's going to be just like the very first meeting we had with the second year. So it's going to be shorter and it's going to be easy. But then you're like, okay, well, will we have to prepare for 2 courses? Yes and no. So what I mean by that is that the year 1s are just going straight in order, like lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through. The second years, we've started in order. We've gone through like lesson 4 or 5 or so far. And eventually though, pretty soon, like 2 weeks, we're finally gonna start jumping around so they can like kind of hit every subject. So with the first years, well, we've already studied it. So for next week, what that means is for the first years, they are going to be going over lesson 1, which we've already gone over and we know. And if you guys need to, you can re-watch those videos too to help give you a better sense of it or remember it better, you know? So those videos will be available next week, but for this week, it's easy. We're not even gonna have small group time with them. All right, so this video was a little bit longer, but I hope you watched the whole thing and I hope you really thought about how do you know God is real? Because it's a real question that I know you still ask yourself, because even I still ask myself that. All right, so thank you guys. I'll see you on Sunday. I love you. Bye.